Across the United States, Indiana, and right here in Evansville, there are millions of children in need of a positive adult role model. Just an hour a week can make a difference in the lives of these children, encouraging them to stay in school and setting them up for future success.
I'm a little brother.
I'm a starfish mentor.
I'm a big brother.
It doesn't matter what you call yourself.
I'm a mom.
I'm CEO and president of Old National Bank in Indianapolis.
It doesn't matter what you do.
Be a mentor.
It's a matter of giving time and your heart.
It doesn't have to take a lot of time.
In our case, it's just an hour a week.
Just get out and mentor.
Give a child in Indiana a better hour.
Find out how at abetterhour.org.
We hit it off right away. Our match has been a great match. Lexi has a lot of potential. She is a smart cookie.
She always has a smile on her face, so she's always puts me in a good mood if I'm in a bad one, and she's definitely done a lot for me.
It means a lot that she feels that I have done something.
I want to stick with her.
He was definitely very shy, and I would ask Brendan questions, and he'd kind of nod his head a little bit and not give too much of an answer. But now, he opens up, talks, we have conversations.
I didn't used to talk my problems, everything used to just be inside here, and now I let it all out.
I figured I finally had the time to do something worthwhile and important, for somebody else, not just my family.
It's been really great getting to know her. She helps me when I have a problem, like I tell her about school.
She's really smart, she's really driven, she wants to succeed.
It's really nice to have someone to help you with stuff maybe that your parents don't know, and just as another friend. Give a child in Indiana a better hour.
Find out how at abetterhour.org.
Earlier in the show, I talked about the need for great leadership, and joining me today is one of Indiana's greatest leaders and a champion for youth across Indiana, Bill Stanczykiewicz, President and CEO of Indiana Youth Institute out of Indianapolis. Bill, it's great for you to be here today. We appreciate it.
Yeah, Vince, thank you.
You're doing a lot of great work across the state.
Well, thank you.
There are a lot of smart cookies out there. We just heard from a few of those children.
Yes.
Tell us about the work of the Indiana Youth Institute.
The Indiana Youth Institute is a statewide nonprofit, and we do primarily 4 things. We provide services to people who work with children and youth, summer and after school youth programs, teachers, school counselors, other educators, youth ministers, 5,000 of these folks in all 92 of Indiana's counties. We provide data and statistics about children. We have a couple websites, Drive of Your Life and Trip to College, free websites to help kids prepare for high school and college and career, and then the Indiana Mentoring Partnership. We were started with the help of Lee Cooper, an Evansville native, was a charter board member. Phyllis Kincaid, former educator, was on our board for a long time, and right now Kathy Shetland from Old National Bank and Ann Burnworth from Youth Resources here in Evansville are on our board as well. We take great pride in being statewide, including here in the Pocket City.
Well, talk about your work and how that's moved to Evansville. You talked about some of the people. I believe Pat Shoulders has also been involved in this work as well. Yeah. So what's happening in Evansville in the work with IYI?
Yeah, Pat Shoulders just term limited off our board, but still remains a good friend of the Indiana Youth Institute. We also have Joe Schroed, a staff member who lives here in Evansville, born and raised, lived his whole life here. We like to say that Joe's bilingual. He speaks English and Southern Indiana. The locals chuckle when I say that, and the whole reason is for us to be statewide. We have a local guy here representing us. Vince, we have our regional trainings come to Evansville 3 times a year. We have consultants working one-on-one with youth agencies across the region. Most notably, for example, June Miller at the United Way is one of our key consultants. So many of our 20 services are available right here in Southwest Indiana, thanks to our staff member, Joe Schroed, and our board members as well.
Talked about the Indiana Mentoring Partnership.
Yes.
Why mentoring? Why is it important?
We did some data work for Indiana Black Expo a few years ago. They said, can you lift out your numbers for Indiana kids? Just focus on the African American kids in the 12 communities where we have chapters, because we want to give our chapters empirical information. So we did that, and as we were looking at the final product, we looked in Terre Haute, where your good friend and colleague Danny Tanous is the superintendent, and we found that they had dramatic success increasing high school graduation amongst their African American students because of a mentoring program. And we thought, if we want to get all Hoosiers engaged in being with kids, beyond raising kids in your own family, if we want them to get involved through their employers and through their communities, mentoring is a great way to do it. Because the formula is clear, Vince, as you know. 1 adult, 1 child, at least 1 hour, at least once a week, at least 1 school year, that child would do better in school and better in life.
So how does someone become a mentor?
Well, just desire is the main thing. People say, I don't understand the music today. What's with the tattoos or the earrings? I don't get the kids today. What am I going to talk about? You just need to have the commitment to follow through and do it. Once you do that, the mentoring organizations take it from there. They will train you and provide you with the help and ongoing support that you need. A great way to find out is to go to our website at abetterhour.org, abetterhour.org. Support for that website, very central from Old National Bank here in Evansville. They've been an early and key longtime supporter of this initiative. You go onto that website, you type in your zip code, up pop local mentoring agencies, and you can sign up and get connected. And we're thrilled with the support that we've had from EVSC and the Wellborn Baptist Foundation to further grow mentoring right here in Evansville. So the program is in place. We just need people to step forward and volunteer with a community-wide collaboration focusing on mentoring right here in Vanderburgh County.
What are some other things with the mentoring partnership that you believe will really help set the stage for greater mentorship across the state of Indiana?
We're providing specific technical assistance to about 200 mentoring programs across the state, helping them with board development, their fundraising, and so forth. Just as we've done here in Evansville, we can go into a local community in a neighboring county, Warwick, Posey, the rest of the surrounding area, Gibson, and help people develop community-wide collaborations around mentoring. We can track the outcomes on the kids being mentored through an online database called Mentor Pro. We're doing significant public relations around mentoring to attract more volunteers, and we're also getting more employers involved. I mentioned Old National Bank. They're a great role model in that they provide paid time off for their people to go mentor. We do it at Indiana Youth Institute. I know you do it at the school corporation.
Absolutely.
We're hoping more employers do the same. It's a win for the kid, for the mentor, and for the business when employees get that time off.
Bill, thanks so much for your work across the state of Indiana, and particularly here in Evansville, and we appreciate everything you do.
Vince, I cherish the opportunities that we have to serve and work alongside you and your colleagues here in Evansville. Thank you.
Thanks, Bill. Coming up next, a look at mentoring going on in our community thanks to the time and effort of many generous volunteers.